Hello friends, welcome back. This is Manjunath Chandraya. Today's session we'll be learning how to use COUNTIF and COUNTIFs. So if you are new to this channel, do subscribe, hit the bell icon for more interesting videos and learnings. What is COUNTIF? There are two functions. One is called COUNTIF and COUNTIFs. So COUNTIF is nothing but single category criteria. So it gives single, we can count based on a single criteria. COUNTIF is nothing but, as the name states, we can do a multiple criteria. We go by one. So what is COUNTIF? As it says, counting based on some criteria. So we have the customer here. I want to count how many times Dan Brown has repeated in this H column. For that you can use COUNTIF function. So you can use CO, you want to count if, open bracket, you can use this insert function. So it's asked for your range. So you can go directly range, it will be H column. In this we are trying to look for what? So in the H column we are trying to look for Dan Brown. So I'm selecting this criteria as 1. So criteria is always will be 1. Range is nothing but. So keep in mind whenever it says range, always go to the master file or the master data. Right? Okay, let's click OK. So now you can see Dan Brown has repeated 3 times, Robert 5 times, Tom 1 time. You can see all this. It's very simple, right? It gives the number of counts, and very simple and very useful whenever you want to count, but based on a criteria. Okay, right. Next example we are going to do is, we have a data here. So we have numbers. We need to count, which is, say example, this is criteria is already set. Count if based on a criteria greater than 10. We need to know which are the criterias, which are the numbers which is greater than 10. So we have a data here, right? So let's try putting the COUNTIF function here again. COUNTIF, open bracket. So since it says range, I'll go ahead and select this range till here, right? So criteria. So we have the, what is the exam criteria we given? Count based on the criteria greater than 10. So we'll give greater than 10. Once you give this, hit OK. You can see 6. So there are there are 6 numbers which is greater than 10. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So greater than. So greater than. We are, so it says greater than. So we need to ignore the 10. So it's very simple. You can use greater than or less than. So if you want, you can give less than. It gives the numbers which is less than 10, right? So very simple and very useful to count based on some criteria. So let's move on to the next, called as COUNTIFs. So what is COUNTIF? As it says, multiple criteria here. So since we have customer name, products, I need to know how many times Don has sold apples. Say his name and the apple would have repeated twice. I need the count. For that you can use count. Here we just will use a s function. So COUNTIF and COUNTIF doesn't make anything because it gives it multiple criteria. So it's not that you can only use COUNTIFs for single criteria as well for the multiple criteria. So it's not that for single criteria you should use COUNTIF. Either you can use it or you can use COUNTIFs. Let's use COUNTIFs for a multiple category. So we have two categories, right? One is customer and the product. It's asking for a criteria range. As I said, anything states range, go to the master data or the master file. So it says range. We'll go by one. So we have two criteria to meet here. One is customer and the product. Let's put the criteria range 1. So I'll go and select as it says range, I'll go and select the H column. In that, what we are trying to do? So H column is nothing but customer. In that, which customer we are trying to do? Dan Brown. So criteria 1, so I'll select Dan Brown here. Next criteria is products. So here it says criteria range. So I'll go back to the master data here again. In that product I column, what we're trying to search, the criteria is Apple. So when you select, you can see the result here already. Just click, drag it down. Now you can see the Dan Brown apples are repeated twice, and Robert and biscuits 1. Jeremy and the lemons are 0. Tom and apples are 1. Very simple. It's not limited to two criteria. If you have multiple criteria, you keep on adding the criteria using these count ifs for the multiple criteria. Let's also do a one more example on count ifs. Let's go into the example 3. So now there's a little challenge here. So we have the employee names or employee names, and we have the products here on the top. So I need to know Ram how many apples he has sold, how many biscuits, how many sweets, how many lemons and pie. So same thing for every different salesperson. For that, so since we have two criteria, one is name and the products, so we can use directly a count ifs. So count ifs open bracket. So once you open this, as it says criteria range, so I'll go to the master data. So we have two criteria, one is name and the apples. So first, the first thing I go for the name, select the entire range. So in that we are trying to look for RAM first, right? In criteria range 2 is products. So as it says range, go back to the master data. In that criteria range 2 is nothing but apples. We're trying to look for the apple. It's on the header. So once I select, click OK. Now you can see. I'll just hold this mouse, just drag this down to the right, to the down. Now you can see just only one value I have taken. Rest everything is showing 0. Let's remove the color. Okay. So we probably able to see this now. So why actually see? We know we have Ram. He has sold 2 apples. So there is Sham here. So he has biscuits. So obviously they should show some count here. It is not showing. Let's see what's the problem with the formula. Do F2. So you can see the range is selected correctly. You can move into the next cell C2, C4, sorry. So what actually is happening? Here you should have taken RAM. It is going to B column. Here it is correct, biscuits. Whereas here you can see the range is also moving. So we need to freeze the cells so that ranges are not moving. So everything is freeze correctly. For that, so what we need to do is, I know if I copy this formula, you should check for Sam, Dam and so on. And the header should also remain constant, because if you copy this down, see if you can click here, see it is coming down. Actually it should be in the Apple B3. That is also issue. So we're going to fix it by using a dollar sign. First, click on this, open this range. So you can see the criteria, range 1. So this M and N column are the constant of data, where master data is there. So you can go ahead and freeze those things using F4 function. On your top of your keyboard, you can find F4 function. So you can see dollar sign. If you put, it adds the dollar sign. Again, it's for criteria. In that, what we are trying to A4 is nothing but the RAM. Here, if you copy the formula to the right, the range, the column, a column should be constant, but the row number should change. So let's freeze. We will put a dollar sign next to the A column. So now what it does is, it will going to freeze column A because all the names in the A column. So numbers can change because we copying the data down. We'll see how it works. Again here, criteria range to N column. So we need to freeze that using F4 function. So B3 is nothing but the top row of the products. So it's the row number 3 is where all the products are there. But the column number can change, because if you copy the formula to C, D, E, and F, but the row always stay constant for these headers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to freeze the row number 3. So I'm adding a dollar sign prior to 3. Now if you copy, okay, if you click OK, copy this formula to the right, then down. Now you can see, if you click somewhere here, it is taking exact particular salesperson and the product here, it is not changing, and the range also it is in here. So if we go here to the right, you can see taking pies and the Pam, the salesperson. So if you, anywhere if you click, so it is here, you can see this green color and you can see this, so it is taking and the range is correct. So very important when you're doing a adding a formula, if the your say criteria is on row as well as in column, make sure that use the dollar sign. So dollar sign both the side, it's going to freeze the entire column. If you add left side of an alphabet, that is nothing but column number, it will going to freeze that column. If you add the dollar sign prior to number, it will going to log the row number. It's very simple and very helpful. Hope this session was interesting. And if you think the video was interesting, kindly subscribe, hit the bell icon for more interesting videos and learnings. Thank you, friends, for your time. Happy learning.